Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Into the Breach, where I kind of screwed up last episode. I kind of screwed up a run, and then I kind of screwed up our economy on this run, and as such, developmentally speaking, we are way behind where we would like to be right now. And I am wondering, it probably makes sense to do another island, right? We don't have the range that I would like on the movement thing. We maybe could pick up a sixth object would be useful. We maybe could we can find a new pilot to replace Mary, who's just not very good. Zoe still needs a lot of XP and is kind of crummy as well. The Zoltan is not very, man. We got a rough group of pilots this time. So, it's either super high health with HP regen Detritus disposal. Now, obviously, the enemies having super high health on Detritus is less bad than it would be in a lot of places because, obviously, of the ubiquity of the acid. Or it's Pinnacle Robotics with super high health enemies with bonus health, and also the one enemy type that we're really bad at dealing with. Yeah, let's hit Detritus. That doesn't sound like a very difficult decision at all. So, straight to the heap, shall we? Yeah, protect the robotics lab. The buildings are spread out in a really strange way on this one. So obviously it would be super cool to get some of our opponents to attack. Oh, the alpha spider is going to be really annoying to deal with. Just like in terms of where to set our units up, I mean. So the Zoltan has a bunch of bonus movement on turn 1. Just trying to make it so that the webbing, you know, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Yep, no big surprise there. Okay. That's not so bad. I have a fun question for you. What if there were 6,000 enemies? How do I... You only have 3 HP. So I cannot use you to, like, block one of these shots. We can actually not do a ton about most of this. So you only have 3 movement. We can make the spider block one of these. I can make you move to here, which is obviously very bad. If the spider's not in this location anymore, for whatever reason, this alpha starfish could be moved to here, which would be pretty alright. I'm trying to look for ways to solve more than one problem at a time here. But unfortunately, the fact that every enemy is an alpha, they spawned 6 enemies on us and all 6 of them are alphas, I think means that we can't actually have any of the enemies kill any of the other enemies. There's no way for anything to do enough damage here. And we can't get acid onto anything because of the way the spiderling spawned. This is pretty grim. Okay, what if... We have the freeze beam, right? If I were to move here and freeze, like, down this column, I wonder if freezing this would cause the webs to release? So that I could at least use the swap mech? Or the acid tank. And frankly, we don't have to stop this bug. right? It doesn't really matter. But there's no way for me to stop these two from destroying these buildings if I do that. The turnaround weapon is not very good against starfish, obviously. That's some of the problem here. Yeah, because if this thing is frozen in this spot... Well, no, okay, so enemies can move through... Yeah, enemies can move through other frozen enemies. I'm actually really curious. Let's see. Does this release the webbing? It does. Okay. So if we do that, we move you to here. We have the tank come down and tap you with the acid so you actually die. And then I can't hit you because it'll kill the control mech. What does the drill mech get to do? We don't want to turn this one around. The drill mech doesn't get to do anything, is the answer. I can't get close enough to hit this one. I couldn't have moved the Alpha Starfish to block this space instead, because we're just... Yeah, we just don't have the movement. So I guess all that there really is for this unit to do is to just get closer to the middle. We take 2 damage that's completely unavoidable. I mean, I guess there's a very small chance we resist some of it. Pretty grim start. Alright, you have a 3 tile range right now? Yeah. Well, we can use one of these as a spawn blocker. Here, I can just acid and then flip you. And then remember, we are doing damage to these things by making them miss their attacks. Like, this guy's gonna die. It's something. Huh. So I did notice immediately, this guy did not leave behind an acid pool when he died. He didn't count toward our enemies killed with acid count, despite the fact that he is it very obviously is an enemy killed with acid. That's really bad news. That's so bad for us. Okay, so we're gonna kill this guy. And then I have to get you hit with acid here. I guess I just pick this up. So this is enemy number 3 covered in acid. We get to cover one more enemy in acid on the next turn. It's going to be kind of tough at this point for us to, can I swap with the spider? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Get more central and also, you know, block off access to the building a little. It's gonna be really difficult for us to get a 5th kill on an acid enemy. I'm not 100% certain we can do it, honestly. Okay. All right. This is actually Interesting. So I need to... There we go. Alright. So we can cover you in acid, kill you with this, and then, yeah, this guy dies to the acid damage from the other enemy. And that does, in fact, get us our stars. That was closer than it needed to be. Okay, so now we know that Void Shocker does not necessarily interact well with the game's objective tracking, which is interesting. The Flood Drill. I think that's unlikely to be very good. I do think we're just going to do this right away. Yeah, and then we're going to go get some power, right? We could try doing the nanite farms first. Just take on an easier mission with plus power so that we gain a little bit of, hopefully, gain ourselves a little bit of cushion. We'll see. Try it. I think I want to make it so that the starfish just can't access the northern buildings. And then you can be like over here. How much movement do you have? Only 2? So this should be safe. Yeah, it can't get to a position to throw its web there. Wow, they're really loading up the reactors. Okay, cool. Gives me a little bit of time to get some stuff done. So, how to do this? Well, first of all, I definitely want to move the Alpha Scorpion to here. I guess I just want to kill this, right? I'm trying to think, is there any reason to do this in a different way? I think the answer is no. Then we move you onto that space so that you come through the teleporter. That does some great work. Yeah, and the Alpha Scorpion won't die from damage until after it has damaged the spider. And then you can just swap this thing, and now all the enemies are hitting each other a lot, and it's very fun. What a cool turn. Ah, must you? We do need to block those Vec, I know. Like, that's pretty good, right? Well, except that if I'm trying to block Vec anyway, I probably want to move the drill mech down here. So yeah, let's just swap this dude. Reposition you so you're killing the spider launcher. And then you go first, so we'll swap you so you kill your friend. Oh, actually. Yeah, that works. Void Shocker is... It's doing alright for us. It's okay. That's... Not sure that Void Shocker going off in that circumstance is appropriate, but alright. That's a really annoying direction for you to be attacking in right now. Let's... yeah, do this. I think I probably just leave you exactly where you are. This gets us our spawn blocks. Or, no, sorry, I can... oh, but yeah, you have to move... Alright. I might just grab this thing then. Well, no, if I do that, shit. I really want to use the gastropod to block one of these spawns, but with it being with it attacking in this direction, that's not really doable, I think. And if we put it down here, it will move itself to the mountain before its attack goes off. So I think really all we can do is this. And then you just... yeah, tired of you. Tired of that. Hate to have a webbing enemy just come out of nowhere, you know? And then I can't actually put you in a position that matters, where you're gonna do anything or die. So I'll just get out of the way, I guess. Okay, I felt pretty good about that. Oh, hey, damn it, Invulnerable's kind of dead, but it's better than the combination of thick skin and adrenaline. And the boost is actually like meaningful here. Yeah, that actually, that kind of rules. So I am definitely thinking we go reactor on this mech with the intent of increasing uses on Frostbeam. And for right now, we'll just make that plus... I think I'd rather have plus move than plus range. Well, you have 6 move on the first turn and then 4 move every turn after. Yeah, I'll take the plus range. Okay, so... that spider's going to be really annoying. I think I'm going to do this setup again. I guess if I'm doing this, though, it probably makes sense to put the Zoltan on the outside. The good news is the enemies are, you know, they're going to be pretty bottlenecked here. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. Not actually webbing anything. That's cool. Well. The drill mech is not very good. This is not where I want this thing, but it is the only place we can put it where it will do any damage at all. You, I'm pretty sure, are just getting oceaned. And then we can't actually stop this. Yeah, there is no play. But we can do this. Okay, well, that's not so bad. So... Most of the enemies are not attacking. Position this thing to punch the spider launcher. Yeah. I don't love that, but there's no... I can't save all of the buildings by using the drill mech down here in any way, because, you know, turnaround. On this turn, we just get to have 10,000 enemies up. This is really rough. Going back to 6. Please don't let them all be alphas. Okay, well, at least, you know, there's a fair number of them that are, like, fairly limited in the way that they can attack. That's helpful. That rules so much. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. Alright. You go down here and actually finish off the spider thing. This is all you can do. You kind of can't do anything fun, but you can survive. It's a shame the attack order works the way it does, because there was about to be an enemy in that space. I mean, whatever. It's dead either way. Okay. Very focused over here. Yeah, we got pretty lucky with the enemies just not being able to do very much. There's no place where I can... Okay, no. This'll work. Yeah, if I put you here... Nope. Nope, obviously not. Oh! If I put it here and then swap it, it'll destroy a building. I'm trying to find a way for us to get a kill. Obviously, we can very easily make it so everything's safe. I don't know that there is a way to get the kill that I would like, though. Well, okay. No, there's no way to get a kill, I don't think. If we could get something to hit something else for 3 and then that thing to hit nothing so that it gets void shocked is what I was thinking. We can pull that off, but we either have to kill this thing or it has to get the control mech. There's not really any two ways about that. The drill mech cannot solve this problem. And if that's the case, then there's no way for me to get the gastropod onto this tile to get swapped, so... Yeah, I think we just have to put this, like, over here. And I can't get into position to do damage to that. We can throw this punch, but it doesn't really help. Everything's gonna narrowly survive. So many enemies, so very close to giving us XP. Come on. Just like a little bit of kindness is all I ask, you know? Okay. Acid Storm controller's probably net good for us. Yeah. We should be able to do this. So... This is a weird one for sure. Definitely trying to be very careful not to put my mechs in a place where 2 of them can get webbed at the same time. Alright. So, like, spawn block here. If we're sure we can get rid of this guy, and obviously I can just teleport him away. Spawn block here, move this thing in front of that enemy is pretty strong, I think. Yeah. Right, because that kills this, then kills that. And then we just do this to prevent this thing from actually becoming an enemy. And swap you like that. Pretty solid cleanup. Thank you, Acid Storm Controller. Really doing some like extreme MVP work here. So at this point, do I swap this thing over to there to destroy the Acid Storm generator for us? I think that might be the move. Alternatively, I could come down here and spawn block and just freeze the two of them. Yeah, actually, the degree of control that gives us is pretty fantastic. I mean, we do have to destroy this thing at some point. You know, all I ever ask is no scorpions. My requests are simple. I think I'm a reasonable person. So I think I do want to just have these two kill each other. Right, you're earlier in the turn order, yeah. We'll have one of these kill the other. You just repair in place and keep blocking, and you just keep picking up kills. Alright, so sadly we do still have 3 live enemies here, but the good news is they're all covered in acid, so it's easy to get them to kill each other. Also, no fucking webs. And in fact, all we have to do is get out of the way. Alright, we'll just let that go how it goes. It's a good squad. Okay, it was the Tumblebug leader. You know, this squad is probably pretty good at, like... The Tumblebug leader is always going to be a huge pain because it creates an attack that can be triggered by the other bugs and stuff. But relative to other squads, this squad's actually probably pretty good at dealing with its particular brand of nonsense. 3 movement. So if I do, like, this, I'm pretty safe. I might want to swap those two. Yeah, let's do it like that. The poor drill mech is just not very good in this environment where 80% of enemies are starfish. Well, that's shitty. Are we just swapping you out, maybe? I actually think... Oh, I was going to say, this is remarkably not a problem. Like, we just let that get blown up. But no, we can't, because then it's going to blow up this rock. And that's going to do the thing. So... The fact that we have 4 enemies who are attacking the corporate tower sucks a lot. That's very hard to deal with. I can remove... Your attack does 3 damage, and you're the only thing that's been hit with acid. So okay. If I move these 2 enemies such that they hit that enemy, I can kill 3 enemies at the cost of 2 of our actions. But I actually still can't stop the starfish, because those 2 actions have to be the swap mech. The only way to do this is to use the swap mech to freeze most of the enemies. Which obviously is pretty crummy, given that one of those enemies is a thing that has to die. I guess we can kill it first. Kai is really badly positioned, though. Because, like, obviously I don't want Kai to do the spawn block. Also, there's not really even anywhere safe to move this thing to. Like... I guess we don't have to get the kill this turn. We could move to here, slide this guy down to this space, then have the Zoltan move to here, freeze across. This guy breaks out 2 of the enemies, and Kai can just kill the Scion. It gets us our spawn block. It gets us coverage with 3 unfrozen enemies afterward for us to fight. Or to use to fight each other. It doesn't kill the Tumblebug right away, though, which is a really bad outcome in my opinion. Maybe I just accept that we lose the boost, because killing the Tumblebug's that important. I think so. I think it's really important to get rid of it immediately so that it's not spawning a bunch of garbage all over. We're just going to move you to hell. It doesn't matter. Yeah, then we can fire the laser from here. Okay. That's good. That's cool. Alright, I am not fixing Kai's damage, and instead, I am doing this. Okay, so I don't love this situation. I'd very much like to move some of these rocks. And remember, we can use the rocks to spawn block. So, like, I think I'm going to do this, just to create a little bit of safety. You don't have to kill that thing, it's already dead, so just repair and keep blocking. You cover this. Yeah. Whew, okay. It's a tiny bit of an unorthodox solution there, and I did not get the amount of XP I was hoping to get. Whew, I'll tell you what, I feel a lot better. Yo, pulse tank. No, shield tank. Shield tank's still very good, though. I think we have to take shield tank. So spend our rep. We give you back. We just buy 3 reactor cores. I guess we're giving this to them as well. So it's 3 reactor cores and also 4% grid defense. Could matter. Every little bit can matter. So the pull tank is going on Kai? Probably not. Probably we're moving the Void Shocker over to Kai. Well, I mean, there are some turns where the turnaround thing isn't actually right. Yeah, you know what? I am going to put this on Kai. And then the question, do we want to use this last reactor to put that into projectile mode? Or do I want to use it to peel a range off the teleporter, but get a second use of Frostbeam? I think using it here makes the most sense. This thing being able to fire its shield is a pretty big deal. So we could reasonably make use of somewhere between 2 and 5 more reactors. And our pilots are not all max level. But I do think this 4th island's going to be hell. And I don't think our strength gain is going to be all that great for doing it. So let's just go ahead and hive now. You have 3 movement. So I can't really entirely play around the web distance. And we also have no idea where the pylons are going to come down, so it's really hard to know what is safe. But I don't want to play too far back. We'll try here. This is a pretty scary group of enemies, honestly. Okay. Damn it. Pretty awkward. So I'm definitely thinking about setting up a freeze. Yeah, I'm thinking about, like, this. The thing is, that still leaves us taking a truly huge amount of damage, right? Yeah, we'd be on 6 damage that way. There isn't a way to stop that, though. Too many enemies are attacking too many different buildings. Yeah, and like every enemy does just a little bit too little damage to stop any other enemy from killing anything. Hold on, let me... If I move the Alpha Crab down here, I move the Alpha Hornet down here. Between the two of them, they will kill the Digger. And then we'll take 6 damage. And you just don't get to participate in the battle. Well, no, that's not true. You can still throw your shield. So we'll take 4 damage. That's right, I forgot. Because you have the tank now, you have some additional options. Obviously, Kai not getting for a hit would be awesome. It's like the freeze down here gains us a mech while stopping one of the sources of damage, which is part of what is so compelling about it. But we have to set up... Okay, if I move this Alpha Hornet to here, and then I use the Drill Mech's turnaround on this one, we get this freeze across, then we're only taking 4 damage, because this thing dies before its turn. And also we just get some damage on some other stuff. I think that's the best play I see. Which is really sad. But yeah, so... You have to... You want to go there. So you hit both of the others. We fire the freeze down this way. And then you come and spend your turnaround attack like that. We get a bunch of enemies. Partially, yeah, we get... This guy's at 1 HP, this guy's at 2 HP, this guy's dead. This attack still totally happens, unfortunately. It would be so cool if we got the resist on that. Unfortunately, at 6%, there's only so much hope it's reasonable to have. Yep. The combination of the web enemy and the very large number of enemies that hit a ton of buildings all at once is tough to deal with. So, you're dead. Yeah, I hate to just do maintenance on the blobs. I guess if I teleport swap this blob, it is at least killing the Hornet Leader after the Hornet Leader frees all the other stuff, sadly. Okay, so you have to kill this thing. You don't have a way to deal with it otherwise. And you can just get rid of the blobber then, which is fine. Yeah, that's good. Going down into the volcano with 3 remaining energy makes me very nervous. Oh, interesting. I was not expecting that to trigger the Void Shocker. I guess the language on the Void Shocker says deals damage to, doesn't it? Alright, fortunately, we can just walk you the hell out of here. You turn this guy around. It's pretty good shooting. Would I rather block this spawn or just drop the Alpha Scarab in the water? I suppose it's probably the spawn, right? And of course, when I say I block this spawn, I mean the Scarab does it. Pretty cool. Please don't attack a building. Shit. Alright, well... I mean, obviously we can kill this thing. What I can't do, I'm pretty sure, is stop the others. I think we're taking a building hit no matter how we play this, right? Because the extremely long-range artillery-style attacks of the enemies mean that there's no way to use them to interrupt each other or to hit each other. We could get some really good work done if the control mech could control this guy. But that can't happen. We're just too far away. Yeah. Yeah, all four of them are going to do deal 2 damage, and we can't. Nobody has a way of disabling more than one of those problems at a time. All right, well. Yeah, because they're all shooting such incredibly long distances. Alright, you go here. And you get teleported like this. And then if the grid defense doesn't proc, we basically lose. Going the entire bottom half of the event without taking any damage at all on unfair, it can happen. It's not going to happen. I gotta make sure that I get the shield tank out on the first turn. Having a fourth way to interact with the enemies there would have been. I mean, there was never a good time for it, though. There was never a time when we wouldn't have paid a building to set it up. So I think we were kind of just doomed either way. Speaking of doomed either way, this group of enemies is horrifying. Okay. So I can have the Zoltan move to here and swap with the Hornet Leader, and that actually solves 3 of our problems. The question is, can we make that enough? If I move the drill mech to here, turn you around, then we get all the fun of the tentacle affecting this thing. And then we just have to do the forced movement on the digger. Oh, except I can't. Forced movement won't work on the digger because it can't move. Right? Am I correct about that? Yeah, I'm not allowed to move it because it's completely surrounded by impassable squares. So that doesn't actually work. In fact, there's a pretty small number of things that will work on the digger. There's no way for me to get it... Yeah, there's no way for me to get it to take enough damage. I guess if I swapped this thing onto this tile and then I stabbed it with the drill mech, that would work. But also, that kills us, for sure. We have way too many attacks we have to deal with to be able to do that. We could... This rock right here is a very serious problem for the control mech because it disables a bunch of the ways that we could move enemies around that would be potentially helpful. No, I think we're just fucked. I think we lose. Well, no, never mind. I was gonna say, if I have swapped the Hornet Leader, then we can't, sadly, we cannot shield this. Because there's always something in this space and this space and this space and no access to the pylon from the other side. So actually, the only mech that can deal with this thing is Mafan. Is there a way to use Mafan to do something like unexpected? I could use Mafan to block this shot at least. We could swap this thing to here. That deals with 2 of our enemies. And then between the other 2 mechs, we have to solve this and this and this. Which we cannot do. Alright, so I think this is it. I think we do this thing that probably doesn't work. We have a 6% chance of getting to continue playing the game, basically. And that really is the only thing we can do. This is rough. The fact that you are guaranteed to get diggers on the final island does actually make things really hard for this squad. All right, fingers crossed. Okay, yeah. No big surprise there. I don't know that any of these pilots is worth preserving. Yeah, that's pretty rough. We're probably just getting a new pilot. Maybe this squad doesn't work. Maybe we can't. I mean, okay. It is definitely not the case that we just can't clear the last island, but we'd have to find some fairly specific things. If we had the area freeze device, that would definitely have done it. Yeah, there are ways. There are ways to get it done. I wonder if I could have played the first part of the Volcanic Hive in such a way as to save us one building overall so that we could take one hit there. I mean, even if we did, though, survive taking one hit there, the next turn was not going to be better. We only killed one enemy, and it was an enemy who wasn't attacking a building anyway. Yeah. It's really rough. I think I'm going to give this squad one more try, because I do think that they feel powerful in a sort of a general sense. And then if we can't get there, we'll try a different custom squad. Or maybe we'll jump over to the randoms, do a random game, and come back. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. That's on the docket for next week. Thank you all so much for watching today. Sorry I couldn't get there. When you return, I think we are going to jump over to the randoms. We'll do a random squad, and then we'll come back to this. And hopefully the little bit of a palate cleanser will refresh my thinking enough to solve all of the play problems and mistakes that I've been having. And we'll see you then.